Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody guys. Now let's take a look at the gold market. So you can see this was the dramatic action yesterday, as we talked about about this scenario in the weekly report. We have discussed some downward action actually in the beginning of the week, but of course we are not counting on such strong drop that we see right now, and this is of course looks not really good to the pattern that we have discussed on the weekly chart, the double repo buy pattern that we have, but in general this stands in agreement with the fundamental background. So in the beginning of the report we talked about the fundamental background, and we said that actually it's no fundamental factors that really could give even the hint on the gold strength, because currently everything stands against the gold actually. So the Fed policy, dynamic of the stock market, interest rate decisions, overall statistics on the fund flows. So investors selling the gold right now, and that was one of the real concerns that we have in the market. So we said we guys actually have the bullish pattern, but the fundamental background tells that it's really that it doesn't correspond to it, and which makes really turn this pattern to the opposite one, so double repo failure, if market will close below the 1180 area. So recently, as you can see, this collapse actually returns gold back to the very close to the invalidation point. The strength of this drop is really significant, so it's really fast and strong action. And currently, as our bullish step has been erased, because for keeping the bullish sentiment on the market have to stand inside of the minor flank pattern that we have discussed recently. But this hasn't happened. The market has dropped significantly lower. Right now, the invalidation point, as you know, the double repo pattern stands at 1180, and market stands very close to it. And currently, it's very difficult to treat this action as a chance to go long, because what we see on the intraday charts absolutely doesn't encourage us to trying to take the long position right here. So, for example, if you'll take a look at the follow time frame chart. So, first of all, guys, here, if we recall previous bearish patterns with this grabber and tweezer stubs, the grabber actually suggests taking out of these lows. So potentially this pattern is still valid. So this is one of the tricky moment on the market that we have on the daily chart. But even on the intraday charts, so take a look what we have: strong plunge down. So market with these bearish grabbers that we have mentioned in the weekly report, market hasn't stopped just at the minor destination point with taking out of these lows, but it's just shown significant collapse and stands in the wide range of this, as you can see, in wide channel. So it means that the most probable dynamic is the dropping back to lower border of this channel. Besides, here we have our initial A, B, C top pattern. So here was the OP target has been hit. Market shows the pullback to the opposite border. Now the XOP target stands 1170. So if even market will not reach it immediately, but it really could turn to reaching of the lower bottom of this channel, and this will be probably below 1180 area, which is crucial for weekly double repo. So double repo hasn't been erased yet totally, because first of all the week is not closed yet and we do not know where the price will be. Second, market has not broken the 618 support of the double repo. This will be invalidation point for it by the Jet-Napoli framework. That's why we are watching. But the collapse that we have is definitely not very good sign and for taking any long position. Personally, guys, by taking a look at the hourly chart, I would better watch for chance to go short with the pullback that we could get. So first of all, Here we have a kind of the bread and butter action. Maybe it's not the pure bread and butter by the Jordan apple, but the nature of this action is the same. Yes, there's too much candles to the 30% resistance, but at the same time, guys, it's dropped down. First retracement to the 30%, and now market's turning down. So it's kind of the momentum trade, let's call it in this manner. So which suggests that probably deep retracement could happen because the bearish momentum was really strong. So in this case, I would watching for approximately 1186, 1187 maybe, some leg down here. Also, market has completed this XOP, as you can see, with this ABC top pattern. Here, our suggested long entry point, as you can see, reaction was very small. So in fact, no reaction, and actually we didn't have any opportunity to go long because it was really very strong collapse down. In such circumstances, it's difficult to take the long position when you're watching for regardless triple 2 buy pattern. So now I'm watching for minor downside continuation, and then it will be very good if we will get a kind of the ABCD action to the upside, somewhere to retesting of the 1196 previous lows. This will give us regardless triple to sell, and that will be the very decisive moment for double repo pattern and for daily picture in general. So if market will be just a minor pullback and market will then continue to move lower, this regardless triple to work will lead to the downward continuation, right, to the XOP target on the follow time frame chart and so on. This will be probably the confirmation that weekly double repo will turn to the failure direction pattern, which suggests further downward continuation. So here we will get clarity, but before that we will focus on the minor patterns that we have this on the hourly chart. First we will watch for this ABCD, and later if market will give us the triple to sell, this will be another opportunity for trade on the gold market.